Okay, so I'm back to do 14 and 15. These are our story problems that you're going to have. And remember, the first thing that you need to do is to identify your variable. Okay, so the first is going to be my variable. Okay, and so this one says a senior class at high school A and high school B plan separate trips to the state fair. The senior class at high school A rented and filled 2 vans and 9 buses with 466 students. High school B rented and filled 3 vans and 3 buses with 174 students. Each van and each bus carried the same number of students. How many students can a van carry, and how many students can a bus carry? So what that means up there above, each van and each bus carries the same number. It means every van will carry, let's say every van's a 10-passenger van. Every bus, let's say it's a 50-passenger bus. They're all going to carry the same. Okay, so again, my question at the bottom, it says, how many students can a van carry? So I'm going to say X equals number of students in a van. Y is my second question. How many, in other words, the number of students in a bus. Okay? And now the next step is to write your equations. So I'm going to go back up, and it says, the second sentence, we're going to fill 2 vans. So if I've got 2 vans, so 2 times however many 2 times however many students the van will carry, right? Because if it was a 10-passenger van, then I've got 20 kids, right? 2 times 10. And 9 buses, and that is going to be 466. My next one says I did 3 vans and 3 buses, and I have 174. Okay, so there's my equations. So now I'm going to go back to what we've been doing. I am first going to look at my X's and, see if they are the same. And then I'm going to look at my Y's and see if they're the same. And now in this case, neither are. And I can't make 2 to be 3 or 3 to be 2. But on the second set, I can make 3 to be 9. So I'm going to go with just that. Now I could do, again, I could multiply the 2 of the X and make it 6, and I could make the 3 and make it 6. But I'm going to do the Y's because it's just going to require 1 multiplication. And if I take that 3 times a negative 3, I will get a negative 9, which will make those eliminate. So again, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite my first equation. And then I'm going to distribute on my second. And let's see, 3 fours is 12, carry 1, 21, 22, carry 1, 3. I believe I'm it, and that's negative. Okay, so now when I add down, I get a negative 7x. My y's are going to eliminate, and it looks like this is 44. And I might need to make sure I multiply correctly because that doesn't look like that's going to come out. So I'm going to check my multiplication real quick. And guys, anytime you're watching me do something, you check my multiplication also because, oh yeah, it's 522. There was my error. See, I knew something because I'm talking buses here. So, you know, they do have to come out even. So that is negative 522. There we go. A little better problem, okay? Always double check my math. So now, when I subtract, I get 56 negative. That's a lot better, okay? I'm going to divide both sides by negative 7, so x is 8. And again, guys, you know, we can't have a partial bus, so it shouldn't make sense to have a decimal. Okay, that is, so I know 8 students will fit in a bus. And now I need to do the van. So I'm going to go back up to my original equations. Again, I'm just going to do the first one. So 2 times x plus 9 times y equals 466. So that's 16. Man, I cannot multiply. 16. 9y equals 466. I'm going to minus 16. So 9y equals, and that looks like 450. Divide both sides by 9, and 9 will go into 45 5 times, so my answer is 50. And so that is 50 students will fit in each bus. Okay? And so that would be our final answer. Okay, let's do number 15, and then we will be done with these. So number 15 is talking about Natalie selling tickets for the annual talent show. On the first day of ticket sales, the school sold 11 senior citizen tickets and 10 child tickets. It totaled $143. The school took in $67 on the second day by selling just 4 senior citizen tickets and 5 child tickets. Find the price of a senior citizen ticket and the price of a child ticket. So, again, our variables that we're going to be working with, our x and our y. So it says, find the price of the senior citizen ticket. So this will be the cost for a senior citizen ticket. Okay, and then the second thing it says, and the price of a child ticket. Okay, so there is our variables. Now we're going to get our equation. So we did 11 senior tickets, and they cost X dollars a piece, so 11X. We've got 10 child tickets, so plus 10Y, and that's going to equal, what did it say, $143. Okay, then the next day, they sold 4 senior citizen tickets and 5 children tickets, and it was $67. So now we have our 2 equations. So again, we're going to check our x's, check the y's, see if either one are the same. They're not. So would it be easier to make the x's the same or the y's? To make the x's the same, I would need to multiply my denominator by a negative 11, which is going to then make my numbers get kind of big, and I'd have to multiply my my numerator up there by 4. So we don't want to do that. So how about if we just multiplied this bottom equation by a negative 2, which would make that 10, and then they will eliminate. So I'm going to rewrite my equations. And I'm going to distribute on the second one. So that gives me a negative 8x minus 10y equals 134. Again, check my math. When I add down, 11 minus 8 is just 3. My y's eliminate, and it looks like 143 minus 134 is 9. Divide both sides by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. So in this case, we're going to have senior citizen tickets cost $3. Okay, now I need to find the child tickets, so I'm going to go back up to my original equation. Again, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go with the bottom one this time because it is a little bit smaller numbers. So 4 times 3 plus 5y equals 67. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 5y equals 67. Minus 12 from both sides. So 5y equals, looks like 55. Okay, divide both sides by 5. And I'm going to get 11. Okay, so that means that children tickets cost $11. And again, we could check that if you come up here and I say 4 times the senior citizens plus 5 times the child should be 67. And that's 12 plus 55, and that is 67. So we are checking out. Okay, final answer.